is the manifesto, because when you're talking.
This young man has now been arrested, charged with murder. What stands out from what we've learned?
For me, the biggest thing is the manifesto, because when you're talking about charging someone with murder, particularly the higher degrees of murder, you need to be able to show intent. Oftentimes, as a prosecutor, you're not able to do that because you have to get into the mind of the accused. And in this case, you have a manifesto that's laying out his grievances and his gripes with corporate America in a way that's going to make it a lot easier for prosecutors to move forward, presuming that everything about this investigation has been up to snuff. All the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed. That's important in an investigation like this because you've had the coordination of multiple law enforcement agencies that have been involved with the apprehension of this individual. And so when you have those many different hands in the pots, things can get messy. But assuming that that's not the case, that manifesto is going to be key. Also, the fact that the presumed murder weapon was still on him a week later. So prosecutors have multiple avenues that they can move forward with respect to presenting a strong case and getting a conviction around murder. But to me, those two things are going to be paramount.
Dan Diamond, you don't just cover the healthcare industry. You went to the same school as this young man in Maryland, the Gilman Boys School. You went to University of Pennsylvania, the same undergrad degree he just got. What did you learn in the last few days about this man's family? I mean, quite prominent in Maryland.
Well, first, I'll just say that my mind has been boggled. I've been following a United Healthcare case since last week. And Steph, I worked for a company that was acquired by United Health, so I know people who know Brian Thompson quite well. Luigi Mangione was described to me by teachers, classmates that I talked to today as someone who's incredibly bright, charismatic, a leader, someone who's very positive in high school and seemed to have the whole world at his feet when he went off to college. But there was a turn these past couple of years, and we're still reporting on exactly what happened. But his life very much changed, and he dropped off the grid and was unknown to his friends these past couple of years.
Why?
It seems it may have been connected with an injury that he had to his back. Again, we're still reporting. We're still learning exactly what happened. But there are some indicators from what he was reading on the Goodreads account that he was reading things about how to get his back healthy again. There may be some indication in some of his posts that he was dealing with some health issues and may have taken some anger out on the healthcare industry as a result.
More than taken anger, potentially. Charles, here's what I do not understand. This happened 5 days ago.
Sure.
There weren't a lot of photographs of him, but there was definitively a photograph of this young man's face last week. He went to high school less than 10 years ago. He went to Penn less than 5 years ago. How is it that no one in this entire country, it was a McDonald's employee in Altoona,